Hey guys, and welcome to today's episode of the off-season vlog series. Now, what a week it's been, right? In Scotland, we had the announcement last Thursday about the gym situation. So, we just had an announcement about the gyms opening on the 14th of September. Now, I'm not going to lie, at first, I was fucking raging. I think I was pacing about the kitchen just saying, fuck off. However, that lasted for about 2 seconds, and then I just felt a massive weight just lifted off my shoulders, and just a sense of relief, really, on some clarity, a direction to work towards to get things moving again. And I just cannot tell you what it's done for how I feel. We've done 129 days, can easily go another 46, over 75% of the way there. Everyone's raging, but I'm just really fucking excited about it. And as I said, I was like, honestly, I was pacing up and down the kitchen. I couldn't sit down, and I was just a bit like, nervous about it. And it happened, and for like, honestly, a minute or two, I was walking up and down, and I was going, fuck off. And I was raging, and then I just sort of like stood, and honestly, it just felt like this weight was just lifted off my shoulders, and I just felt an awesome sense of like reassurance, like, right, everything's going to be okay. And I know that's going to sound a bit pedantic to a lot of people, some people maybe perhaps watching this, but it's genuinely how I felt. And when I think about, for the past few weeks, my blood pressure has been sort of almost, not through the roof, but quite consistently above 130 and 135, like every single day. The minute that happened, I said to them, Rona and the guys I train with, and my team, I feel back to being myself. I didn't have this constant sense of frustration that I couldn't shake. I just felt me again. And then the next day, blood pressure was like within range, and I'm like, fuck. And then again, it just shows you, I think, how much I had got accustomed to just operating at such a high level of stress, but it was starting to eat away at me, and I feel now it's not quite necessarily completely gone, but it's so much more reduced than it ever was. So I had a sort of check-in update with Cal on Sunday rather than checking in with a sheet and whatnot, and still holding roughly about 121, and I think condition is holding pretty. Albeit that video was not the best quality, for the most part, things are holding nicely. And what we have agreed on is, now that I've been running the niacin and the rice yeast extract for like 4, almost 5 weeks, combined with having got a pint of bloodlet, we should be in a position to get them redone, check whether they're seeing any improvements, decide on if any other things need done, and then potentially go from there. We've got a wee visitor that likes to jump on. I'm not planning this. He just walked in. Again, I think he's just woken up from a nap. But he's not. He's look at that. Look at that. He's raging. He's raging, isn't he? So yeah, as I was saying, we're going to get bloods checked again this week or next week. I've ordered the test from Medicheck, so we'll see when that comes. Get that arranged, and then go from there. So it's exciting to feel like, and I think this is where like I'm feeling a bit better. I'm like, right, we've got a date for the gym's opening, so they're not going to get back to normal, but things are looking good. Going to get bloods done again, so I can reassess for that and then move forward with that. So there's 2 things that are moving forward. And as I said last week, I hate stagnation. This week, it feels like there's going to be a bit of progression, so we're all good. In terms of business update, the things that the 8-week program we were going to run at the start of September is now going to be pushed back, start of October. It's still been fine. Like, I've got a really awesome core group of clients that have stuck by me, and I'm just so thankful for every single one of them. Being able to do what I do and still call it work whilst the main thing that they need is closed. I can't put into words how amazing it is to be part of their journey, but for them to stick by me, and I'll be forever grateful for that. So that's your soppy moment of the vlog done. Training for the most part is still going fine. I mean, things aren't decreasing anymore, things are just down and holding there, which kind of takes the excitement away from training what it usually is, which is because I love the micro progressions and the getting stronger and the getting thicker. Going into a set with a little bit of fear because you've never had that weight on the bar, and then completing it, it's just something that feels awesome. But needs must for just now. I'm fine with it, I'm okay with it. We'll continue to just hold it for as long as need be. If bloods come back and there's still things that are a bit off, fine, we'll just get them in check. We'll spend a bit longer. Fingers crossed we don't get fucking re-locked down like England and all that, and it gets pushed back later. But 42 days by the time this vlog comes out, I think it'll be about 41 or so. And yeah, food stayed fine, and the same for the most part. I said to Cal, like, Monday to Friday I've been pretty religious with macros, and at the weekends tend to just more eat intuitively because we're now away doing shit. Like, we were away this weekend at Loch Lomond watching a drive-in movie, and that was really cool. But if anything, I'd say, like, my appetite's fairly low, and if anything, the weekends I'm maybe perhaps under eating, or there's just a big gap between having breakfast or post-workout, then going out for lunch, and then having to order 2 meals at lunch because of how much freaking eat. But it's working nicely. As I said, we're holding the sort of 121 marker as an average. It sometimes drops 120, goes up to 122. For the most part, it's 121. When we do come to push, I don't think we're going to be needing to push up much at all. We had a little bit of a chat and said, if HDLs are still shit, we will not push up test that high, and to the point where we need any sort of aromatase inhibitor, we'll keep them out, and then we'll just use something like a DHT derivative like Primo or whatnot, and just get the most from that whilst HDLs can still be restored, if that makes sense, because they've been off for a while, and I want to get them sorted. So that's it up from me, guys. If you have any questions, as always, please do let me know. Please go on the website, check out the Physique Formula. It's a 5-day video email series that was designed to help all of you achieve your physique goals with the gyms being shut and whatnot. Myself and the team wanted to add some value, and we created that for you. So head over to the website, download that, and if you like it, please let me know. I'm looking for some feedback. So wherever you are, whatever you do, give it the beans.